Hello everyone, hope we're all doing well. Paul here from the European Academy. So one of the things that you have to learn how to do openly as a trader is to prepare over the weekend before the market opens, and it's what we are going to be doing using our approach to the market, top-down analysis, right? I do recommend everyone to use top-down analysis, no matter the type of trader you are, no matter the method of trading you do, whether you're doing market structure, whether you're trading footprints and the rest, but you have to do top-down analysis to understand the different dynamics of the market and which aspects which levels that are hidden that the market is not showing you. Now, when I speak about top-down analysis, simply it involves using many time frames, more than one time frame, so that you can have a good perspective and a good overview of the market, right? That's the meaning of top-down analysis, or what we call multi-time frame analysis. That's the other name, right? Now, I've spoken multiple times, though some people seem not to get it. When you're doing multiple, our approach to the market, we normally use monthly, weekly, and daily. Now, I've spoken the different uses of these time frames, right? Monthly, you get direction. Weekly is the structure for swingers. Daily is the structure for people who do intraday. When I'm doing these breakdowns, I use all of them because I know that I'm speaking to people who could be swingers, who could be intraday. That's why I use them. Now, most people seem to think that everyone has to use this. Someone who's using a weekly structure is not waiting for the same areas of interest as someone using a daily structure, because these are two different types of traders. So you need to understand that. Kindly watch the video on importances and uses of timeframes, right? And also, I taught you guys how to choose your own timeframes, how to choose your own timeframes. If these timeframes are big for you, you can choose your own timeframes, please. You can start from H4, H1, and then you go to H1, you go to like that. It's up to you, but do not think that when I'm using monthly, my type of trading, me as a person, my interests as a trader are not the same as yours, okay? So you have to use the way I'm teaching you to suit you as a person, to suit your style. If you feel that you want to scalp, then choose the time. The topics are all there. You've been taught, but still some people find reasons to say, it's hard, I'm not doing this. You need to put in work. It's not easy. Yeah? Trading is not easy, right? No one should tell that it's easy. So let's do a breakdown. We're going to start with gold. Now, we have spoken about gold several times. Let's start from the monthly time frame. So just last week, I spoke about the reason as the need of the market to come down here because this market was not properly tested. Now the market has touched that, right? So now what do we expect? This is a support, and the market created a W. So when the market creates a W and comes and tests here, and now we are resting here, what do we expect? Let me give you 2 seconds to guess. We expect the market to push a little bit higher, either lower high or equal highs or even higher high, right? But what we're looking for now is a buy, right? It may be not long term, but we're at a support. At support, we're not supposed to be looking for sales. Unless the market breaks below, then we can start looking for sales. Now, let's see if the structure timeframes agree. Now, this is just a direction. Now, let's check, do the other timeframes agree? Let's check the structure that weekly is giving us. Now, let me reemphasize it. Now, when I come to the weekly timeframe, now, this is a structure people want to hold trades for long. Now, if you observe, the market has now properly tested this area. I spoke about this in the previous video of gold analysis. I'm just going to attach it there so that you can see, right? Those who followed, you can clearly see that the market came and made a proper touch to this area and rejected because this area is not properly tested. Are we together? Now, let's see what we have in the weekly time frame. Let's try to see the inside structures. Now, here we have our M that the market came and tested. Then also we do have this area, this turning point here, that currently the price is below. Now, a turning point, you can check it properly in the line chart. I taught you guys how the importance of these turning points here and the closure of price. It helps us determine and also helps us in making decisions. It determines how the price closed. Did it break below? Did it close above? So that you can make quality decisions. So weekly, that's what we do have. Now, when you drop down, but remember, so I told you guys this momentum here was not so strong. So for us to look for a proper buy, we have a counter trend line here. Those use trend lines, you have to wait for it to be taken out, right? But that doesn't mean that we cannot trade a little bit here. So let's go down to the intraday structure. Now, intraday structure, what do we have? Now, intraday structure, we had a false breakout here, which the market came on, tested nicely. I also spoke about that. Then again, we did have this level here that the market had broken above and then broke below and tested. So we have an improper test here. This is what Andy does to identify which level could we be really interested in. We have a proper test here. Now, also what you can notice is that we had this turning point as the market was going down, that currently the market has broken above. So I can just remove this, right? We shall need it later on, but for now, let's focus on this marked point. So I'm just also going to remove this to make our chart clean. So we have this turning point, this one, and this one. Now, what do we want to see? Once the market giving us a touch here, maybe a reaction back down, then we can see a push into this area here. Are we together? Because this retest here was not a proper retest, or at least the market should come back and test this neckline properly. Are we together? So the market came and tested this area. In the process of leaving it, we had the market touching it, which was not proper. So we need the market to come back and touch properly. At worst, the market should at least give us a touch into this neckline here, this neckline area. So what we want to see, once the market coming back down here, right, before pushing up, or if the market can stretch as it's coming up here, you can look for a push down, then we can see what happens next. So this is what we want to utilize right now. So as a trader, you have to choose, am I using the weekly structure or am I using the daily structure? If you're using the weekly structure, you're going to have more waiting to do, because for you, once you enter a trade, you're going to have to take more pips or to hold for a very long period of time compared to someone who's using daily. I hope now it makes sense, because when I make these breakdowns, I don't want someone to say that the time frames are big, you have to wait for long. Yes, trading is about waiting. And if you want to do a quality analysis, make sure you use big time frames. But also I said, you can use the small time frames. Choose time frames, but make sure you have direction time frame, make sure you have structure time frame and entry time frame. It doesn't matter the time frame you're using, but my recommendations, if I want to recommend for you, you have to use big time frames, my recommendation. But I also taught you, if you don't want to use the big time frames, use the other ones. So let's check H4, what H4 is saying. Now H4, we can clearly observe that the market came, we had the last high here that the market, this high that the market attempted here to push higher, but it failed. Then we came back, we attempted to break, but we failed. Then the market finally came and tested it here. This is the high I'm talking about. Now, since the market has tested here, did the market test this area when it came to test? No. So meaning that we need the market to come and give us a test into this level here, which is aligning with this blue level. You can clearly see. Then we can take our trade to that level. But also alternatively, like I said, if the market stretches into these levels, as it changes trend, then this can be your target. I hope now it makes sense, those who trade gold. Now that is one of the most traded things. Now let's look at also another most traded currency pair, which is EURUSD. We have also spoken about EURUSD very many times. So let me just clear everything. Starting from the monthly time frame, what we observe in the monthly time frame. Now we had the market going above this level here, coming back below, above, below, above, below. The market tested. I spoke about how this is an improper retest a couple of times. I just hope you guys remember. And we said that we wanted the price to come back in this level. So we have touched it. Are we together? Now, what is next? We need to go to the structure timeframes. This structure time frame is for the weekly traders. My internet is taking long to load. Sorry about that. So now we're in a structure time frame. Now I'm just going to adjust this here like this, right? Just adjust it so that it aligns. You can see it perfectly. Resistance here. False breakout came back, tested, again reacted. False breakout, broke down improper retest. We tested it here. We broke above, tested it. Again, we are back here. We reacted. We spoke about this also, the last breakdown. So let's observe what is happening here. The market made a high, higher low, high, higher low, high, higher low. So the moment the market broke down here, we're looking for a sell. We spoke about how we expected the market to drop from here up to down. Just watch all the breakdowns. Go to our videos on YouTube here, then search in just EURUSD. You'll see these videos, how we have been breaking them down. So when the market broke down here, what did it do? It left for us areas that were not tested. We have this level. We have this level here. So this area here the market needs to come back and test it according to the weekly structure. That's the structure of the weekly traders, right? So you can mark it if you want. We have this level here that the market needs to come and test this, and also we have the closure of price at the neckline here. Then when you go down the daily time frame, those who do intraday and the rest, what do you want to see now? According to the daily time frame, we do have an area here that was a turning point, false breakout, reacted, When we broke down, we never tested it. We attempted, but we never reached there. That was the close of price. Then again, the lowest the price touched here, you can see the market also came, attempted to break below, then finally broke. We retested, but with the false breakout, we properly came and tested here, again tested. So there's an area here that is not also tested properly that we need the price to stretch to, right? We spoke about it last week. If the market was to stretch, and then you would look for sales. So the market stretched a little bit inside and pushed down. Then the last breakdown we did, we expected the market to push inside this level, but never reached. So this week, we expect our buys to push us inside these levels here, or at least into this level here. So meaning we're looking for what? For buys since we're at support. So meaning all the time frames are speaking the same thing. Now, let me just remove this slightly, and we talk about where the market is here for the daily people. Now, we have this turning point here, just almost the same as the previous breakdown that we've done. Now, the market came and touched it, but this is an improper test. We shall need the market to do a proper test before we come and push into this level here. If not, if the market pushes to test this level here, this level that we said false breakout, if it can come touch here or it stretches inside here, when it changes trend, meaning that this will be your target. I hope it makes sense. Now, if you go down to the entry time frame that I love most, you can use any of your choice. I love using H4. So when you come to H4 here, the high that the market had created, you can see the market broke and tested, and also broke this one and tested. So we are currently here into this high here. So if the market can stretch a bit, right, then we shall need the market. This is an improper test. We need the market to come and give us a proper test. It can do it from here because these are strong levels of resistance, or if it stretches a bit higher as it is moving, then you can use this as your target. Those are the two scenarios that you can use. Are we together? So those who trade Euro USD, you can compare it with your setup, and then you see that. Now, let's also look at GBP USD, since it is also a dollar-related pair. Now, we spoke about GBP USD. You can see exactly our levels are still there. Now, we did have a market. Let me just clear everything here. Let's start from the monthly time frame, right? So when you come to the monthly time frame, we did have a market that gave us an M here. I spoke about this M. Also, if you type in GBP USD market service, you see. So the market closed below properly and then lost momentum and pushed above. So we want the market to come and properly come and test this area here. We're together? So I'm just going to mark this level, this area here. If the market can give us a test, which it has already done. So we need the market to come and test here because of this false breakout, right? Now, let me just go to the weekly time frame for those who do long-term trading. So when you come down the weekly time frame, what do we observe? We observe that the market created for us a break of structure here, came back and tested it. We pushed higher, but we never tested this level here, which is aligning with this blue slab that we have marked. So what do we observe? The market created this high, came, tested it, reacted. We broke below, tested it, but this level here was never tested when the market broke down. So we have attempted to test it, but not properly, right? So we shall need the market to give us a deeper test, and then we can push lower. So let's see if also daily agrees with that. This is the test I'm talking about. The market came and tested this level. We spoke about how we needed the market to come and test this level after testing this one. And you can see it stretched, but never touched it properly. So we need the market to do for us a deeper push inside here. Then we shall be looking for a change of trend from here to come and touch this level. But alternatively, in case the market, because we have an M here, a small one, if the market fails and gives us a push down into this area, we'll wait and see how the market approaches. Then when it changes trend, this can be your target. Those are the two movements. Are we together? So watch for change of trend as it is pushing higher, or watch for change of trend as it is pushing to touch this area, and then you can look for change of trend into this area. But if you're trading the USD related pairs, make sure the DXY is your best friend. Make sure you always check the DXY because it plays a very key part. Also for other currencies, but just that the dollar is one of the most traded currencies, if not the most traded. So you need to use the DXY a lot. So if you look at H4, what we observe in H4, you can see that the market is still making higher highs and higher lows. We don't have a change of trend at the moment. It keeps doing this. Look for change of trend. When it changes, then you can be targeting this area. Or if it changes and it gives you an entry, you can take a sell up to this area and then use this movement for change of trend to look for a buy into that level. Are we together? So That's for GBPUSD. Now, let's also look at other pairs like we can use GBP CAD. So I'm just going to delete everything because I've been also doing breakdowns on this. Let's start from the monthly time frame as usual, but you can choose time frame of your choice. So monthly time frame, what we observe immediately is that the market is currently above here. The month has not yet closed, but currently, as things stand, we're above here. If the market properly closes here with a good candle, we shall expect the retracement to push up. So when you go down to the weekly time frame, also weekly, you can clearly see that we broke this area. Let me just adjust it here. We broke it with a proper close the last week but one, so we shall need the market to come and test this level. So weekly, monthly, speaking the same thing. So this is our area that we're interested in. Let's check daily. Does daily agree? Now, when you look at daily also agrees because we have a market creating high. This is high, equal highs, higher high, higher low, equal lows here, equal highs. The market ranged a bit and we broke out. But when we broke above, we never tested. It pushed down but never touched this area here. So you can see the market is a bit consolidating. So we want the market give us a deeper push into this area before we can continue higher because we are bullish. So monthly, weekly, and daily are speaking the same thing. So in this case, you can try to just adjust so that the slab is not too big for you, or just adjust it like that. Then let's check the H4. Those who are experienced and want to trade the reversal into this area, what are we interested in? We're interested in seeing the market giving us a change of trend. Let me just adjust it. We have two lows here, equal lows here. So this area here, let me just change the color so that you don't get confused. You can see the market is making it fast ranged by giving you equal lows here, right? So we broke above, tested. So we're currently testing this. So meaning the market is actually making high, low, it ranged, equal highs, equal lows. We broke above, higher low, higher high, higher low, right? So if the market keeps doing this, we shall be in an uptrend. But when the market changes trend by maybe creating an M or creating head and shoulder, then you can be targeting this level here. So then you'll use this level here, sorry, this movement to touch this level for a change of trend to look for potential buying opportunities. So those who trade those who trade CADJPY, this is what I do have. Actually, this is it's my second most favorable pair, so I follow it closely. My favorite is USD/JPY, but due to not making the video long, I'll not do a breakdown on it. Maybe I'll do on the social media platform. So make sure you check the links in the description. Strictly use the links in the description for our real social media handles to avoid being lied to, right? So that is it for today. I wish you guys a profitable week ahead.